Welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about area. And area is very similar to perimeter, but it's also very, very different. When we were talking about perimeter, we were adding all of the sides together. For area, we're actually going to multiply to find out how much is on the inside. Okay, perimeter is around the outside and area is how much you can put inside. So we're figuring out all of this package and not just the perimeter around the package, okay? So I've found 5 items in my house that I'm going to show you how to find area on. I have my ruler with inches and centimeters, and we're going to be using both of those today. Remember, if you don't have a ruler at home, you can use your finger or anything else to measure with. A paper clip, a crayon, a toy, just whatever you use, make sure and measure both sides the same. Yes, I said both sides. We do not have to measure all the way around to find our area. Area, we only need 2 measurements. You need the length and the width, okay? So the length and the width. Let's measure our Kool-Aid packet, okay? I'm going to go ahead and use centimeters for the Kool-Aid packet because it's a little bit smaller, okay? So centimeters, we have 6 centimeters across, and then we have 10 centimeters is going to be our length, okay? So I'm gonna go to my paper and I'm going to draw that shape. Okay, and I said we had 6 as the width and 10 as the length. And I've written the formula up here for you. That's length times width. So what's real easy is I'm just gonna put a little multiplication sign right here in my corner. So I have 6 times 10. That's how we find area, okay? So I'm going to put my double digit number on the top, my single digit number on the bottom, and then I'm gonna multiply up. 6 times 0 is 0. Any number times 0 is always, always, always going to be 0. Then I'm going to multiply across. 6 times 1 is 6. So my answer is area is equal to 60, don't forget to tag it, centimeters. And then I'm gonna go write that in the middle. Area is equal to 60 centimeters, and I'm going to circle it. That's my answer. Again, length times width gives us our area. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and draw my next shape that I am going to measure. Our next shape is I've got a little box of cookies, and we're just going to measure this top rectangle here, and I'm going to go ahead and switch to inches for this one. My width is going to be 3 and my length is going to be 6. So I've got 6 inches and 3 inches. I'm gonna multiply those because we're looking for area, and area is equal to length times width. So 6 times 3 is equal to, if you wanna count by your 3s here, you can. If you wanna count by your 6s here, you can. I'm gonna choose to count by 6s. 6, 12, 18. So that's inches, and I'm going to move my area into the center. 18 inches is my answer for that one. Moving on, my next shape that I'm going to use is another rectangle. I'm going to use that book that we saw yesterday. Okay, I'm going to use that book we saw yesterday. And let's go ahead and use the measurement that I showed you how to use. We have our finger here, which is about 1 inch. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'm gonna write that down so that I don't forget. 7 inches, and then across the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's go ahead and write that down here because I did it down here. So 7, and I'm gonna put that multiplication sign right here, 7 times 4. Let's go ahead and write that equation. 7 times 4 is equal to, let's count by sevens. 7, 14, 21, 28. And we did that in inches. Let's write it in our center. Boys and girls, if you need to take time when you're doing these problems to write your T-charts, make sure that you do that. I'm gonna write a T-chart on the next one so that we can do that together just in case you've forgotten how to do your T-charts, okay? The next shape I have is a square. So we all know squares are just a little bit different, and just like in finding perimeter, we only need one side to figure out our area as well, okay? Because a square, all the sides are the same. So if we know this side, we know this side as well, okay? So let's go ahead and measure this. Let's switch back to centimeters just to give us a little harder math problem. Oh, we better not do that. Let's go back to inches. Okay, and we've got 8 inches. Let's go draw our square. Okay, so we have 8 inches. Like I said, if we know this side, we know this side as well. And 8 times 8 is equal to 64. For those of you that don't remember how to write your T-charts, let's do it real quick. We're gonna start with our multiplication table here at the top, 8 times 8, because we're doing times 8, and then we're gonna count down on this side all the way 4, 5, 6, 7. We only need to go to 8 because our math problem is 8 times 8. So 8 times 8, whatever we get right here will be our answer. So 8 times 1 is 8. And then if you need to add here, you can. 8 plus 8. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So times 2 is 16. If you need to count for the next one, there's your counting markers to count. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. The next one is 24. 24 plus another 8 is going to be 32. Plus another 8 is 40. Then 48 plus another 8 is 56. And then 64. There's our answer right there. I'm going to circle it. We've already found the answer up here, and then I'm going to go and write 64 inches as our answer. If I went too fast, remember you can go back and watch this video as many times as you want to. Okay, I've got a larger item this time. And we're gonna go ahead and measure in inches across the top. We've got 12. And 16. And you know what Miss McShan just realized? That's too large of a number. We do not know how to multiply 2-digit times 2-digit numbers yet. So we're gonna find something a little bit smaller. So if you do that at home and you come up with 2-digit times 2-digit, just put it aside and move on to something else. You will learn that next year. Okay, so let's go ahead and use this baking mix. And I've got my inches ready. Across the top is going to be, that's my width, is going to be 7 times 9. Let's go ahead and draw that out. We've got another rectangle. 7 times 9. Okay, this is a good one to do. We can show your parents that fun trick we learned if we multiply by 9s. Doing 9s is really easy. We're going to go all the way to 10 so we can show you this fun trick with how to multiply your 9s. Okay, all you have to do is count. Right here in the first next to the 1, we're going to start with a 0 and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Once you get to 9, you're going to start with a 0 and go back the other way. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this graph tells you that 9 times 1 is equal to 9. 9 times 2 is 18. 9 times 3 is 27. But we need to know what 9 times 7 is. So we're going to go all the way down. There's our answer. 9 times 7 is 63 inches. Okay, so the 9s are really tricky to figure out as well. Before we go, let me show you one more trick. With your 9s, you can also do it on your fingers, okay? So if you put down one finger, okay, that's multiplied by 9. 9 times 9 is 9. Excuse me, 9 times 1 is 9. We're going to put down this finger now. That's our second finger. Sorry, second finger. Okay, we're going to do this over here so you can see it. So that is 9 times 2 is equal to, here's your 1 and 8. That's 18. Put your third finger down. 9 times 3 is 27. 9 times 4 is 36. You've got 6 fingers on this side. Put that down. That's going to be 9 times 5 is 45. 9 times 6, oh, that one's hard for me to hold up. 9 times 6 is 54. 9 times 7 is 63. 9 times 8 is 72. 9 times 9 is 81. And then 9 times 10 is 90. Okay, that's a cool little trick that you can practice. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.